Jose Reyes was designated for assignment by the Rockies, which ends his time in Colorado. Jon Hein reported that the Mets and Yankees are not interested at this time. But of course, that doesn't stop us from asking the question, would it make sense to bring the speedy shortstop back to the big city where he had great success? Both clubs, the Yankees and the Mets, are looking for some help, but they're also pretty solid up the middle right now. And frankly, Chris, Reyes just isn't worth the trouble. He's 32 years old. He's not the player he was. There's the domestic violence issue. When you look at this on a whole, I just don't, even though I think the Mets should make a move, this isn't the move I would make.
You know, the question that teams always ask in these type of situations, is the juice worth the squeeze? And at this point in his career, it's not. And frankly, when it comes to domestic violence now, and always should have been the case, it never is worth it. John, Jose Reyes has served his suspension. I understand that, and I understand he's trying to get his life back together. But now is not the time to bring him back here. Sandy Alderson made it pretty clear he didn't want Jose Reyes back the first time around. And I think in a case like this, when you add in domestic violence, that's not going to happen. And I honestly believe that it's going to be a while before he does find a home here. Given the climate, frankly, that should be the case. And it's not just about PR. You can't bring in the guy right now so soon after what just happened until he starts to prove that he has done the right things to get the situation corrected and right.
I think he's going to have a tough time finding a job, too. Looking at the Yankees and the Mets, the Yankees have Gregorius at short, Castro at second. The Mets have Cabrera, who's been one of their best players.
Absolutely.
It just doesn't make sense. And I know people have strong feelings for Reyes, what he did when he was here. He's a different guy now. He's 3 teams past, and it would be a mistake to bring him back. He's not going to give you the value that you're looking for in an acquisition at this point.
And even if you wanted to bring him to either team, let's just say for the Mets for a moment. So then you're going to start shifting guys around.
Yeah.
Are you going to move Neil Walker to third? Are you going to move Cabrera over to third? I don't need to start shifting guys around right now. Asdrubal Cabrera, even though he hasn't hit lately, has done a very nice job for my team. He's been, frankly, my best defensive player in the infield. I think I got to leave him right where he is.
If you're going to move either one of those guys, which I think would be a mistake, you got to bring in an all-star. Jose Reyes is not an all-star.